Right now she's a 5, and she got People's deemed most sexiest man alive. Paul Rudd and Julie Joerger have been married since 2003. Paul Rudd is at the top of his game. The actor became a fan favorite after his big break in 1995 hit Clueless, and his career hasn't slowed down since. In 2021 alone, Rudd was crowned People's Sexiest Man Alive and earned a spot in SNL's coveted Five Timers Club and joined yet another beloved franchise. He's already Ant-Man in the Marvel Universe, where he starred in Ghostbusters Afterlife. When it comes to Rudd's biggest supporters, one name stands out: Julie Joerger, his wife of 20 years. The couple wed in 2003 and share 2 children. And who is Paul Rudd's other half? From a meeting in the publicist's office to becoming unlikely business partners, here's everything to know about Julie Joerger and her relationship with Rudd. She's a producer and a screenwriter. So yeah, you see the looks difference here. Pretty big. They could have been looks matched like 15 years ago, though. You see, like right now she's a 5, and she got People's deemed most sexiest man alive, right? Like, why is she dressed like that? I mean, maybe she's higher, but like, you know. Okay, after getting her career started as a publicist in the 1990s, Joerger has since switched roles and become a producer and screenwriter. In 2017, Joerger and Rudd collaborated on the film Fun Mom Dinner, which premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. Joerger wrote the screenplay while her and her husband served as executive producer and made a cameo in the movie. She met Rudd in his publicist's office. Talk about the perfect meet cute. Shortly after the success of Clueless, Rudd set himself up in New York to get a publicist. When he walked into the office, he was introduced to Joerger, who was working at the office at the time. He took her to lunch a few days later, and their romance blossomed. She was the first person I met in New York City, he explained to Marie Claire UK in 2018. When we started talking, and there was a maturity with her. She had experienced some tragedy in her life, and I had too. And the impression I got was, wow, this is a woman, this isn't a girl. She and Rudd have been married for 20 years. Those are cute kids. Look at that. Cute kids. All right. The couple tied the knot in a private ceremony in 2003 and have since welcomed 2 kids together. Their son, John Sullivan, was born in 2006, followed by their daughter, Darby, in 2010. In 2015, the family posed for a sweet photo while Rudd was presented with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. However, as the actor told Marie Claire UK, his and Joerger's children are anything but impressed by their dad's fame. "Oh, I'm still the embarrassing dad," he says. "My daughter is 8 and thinks I'm the bee's knees. My son is 13 and doesn't even want me going to his school. I make jokes to a series of eye rolls." On February 6, 2023, Rudd confirmed that his kids still aren't too impressed with his work. "I think I'm dad more than I'm Ant-Man or the MCU. Yeah, they don't care, nor should they," he said. During the Ant-Man and the Wasp premiere in LA. Later that month, Rudd spoke about Jack and Darby again when he revealed that the kids only recently realized that their dad is in fact an actor. "When my kids were very young, I'm not going to sit my kids down when they're 3 and say, I've got some DVDs to show you," he said in an interview. "I didn't really explain what I did." He recalled when his son was about 4 or 5 and went to a movie theater to see a movie with his friends. "We were all going, and there was a movie poster that I was on in the lobby," the actor said. "And they all just thought that I worked at the movie theater, which I thought was very cute." She and Rudd are business partners. That's a mistake. Rudd, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. Not only are Joerger and Rudd business partners in marriage and parenthood, but they also happen to be business partners too. After Rudd kept finding himself walking into a store called the Samuel Sweet Shop in Rhinebeck, New York, he decided to purchase the store after the previous owner died. However, he and Joerger aren't the only celebrities involved. They co-own the shop with the Walking Dead star Jeffrey Dean Morgan and his wife Hillary Burton. Rudd says he's happiest at home with Joerger and their children. Despite his high-profile career, Rudd told People in 2021 that the couple's home life is pretty low-key. When I think that about myself, I think of myself as a husband and a father, like I'm that, he said. I just hang out with my family when I'm not working, and that's what I kind of like the most. Back in 2011, Rudd revealed to Ellie that he doesn't think his personal life is going to sell a lot of tabloids. My wife and I have been together for 16 years. My parents were married my whole life until my father passed away a few years ago. Their marriage inspired parts of This Is 40 and Knocked Up. While Joerger and Rudd might keep their private lives out of the tabloids, they're not against using their relationship to inform their actor's role. In a 2012 interview with the LA Times director, Judd Apatow revealed that Joerger and Judd's marriage, along with his own relationship with his wife, Leslie Mann, inspired some of the scenes in This Is 40 and Knocked Up. Rudd and Apatow would sit with their wives during rehearsal and ask them to share their biggest pet peeves about their partner to inspire scenes and dialogue in the movies. We'll have the "what is annoying you about each other" conversation, and that's a lot of what makes it into the movie, he says. In an interview with the Jewish Journal, Rudd shared a specific quote from Joerger that made it into Knocked Up. When Judd was writing the movie, my wife once said, "I'm so sick of looking at your back," because I was just on the computer all day checking my fantasy football scores. She is Rudd's, okay, we got 63% real on the boobs. Thanks, guys. That's very important feedback. She is Rudd's biggest supporter. When it comes to Rudd's career, Joerger is nothing but supportive of her husband's achievements. But when the actor was named People's Sexiest Man Alive in November of 2021, Rudd said that his wife was momentarily stupefied. But she was very sweet about it, he shared. After some giggling and shock, she said, "Oh, they got it right." Rudd also joked that if Joerger had a choice, she would have put another actor on the cover instead. No, she would have voted for Keanu Reeves. Come on, Keanu, I'd vote for him. Rudd calls Joerger's most attractive feature. Okay, so again, oh my gosh, that is such a looks difference. Wow. But hey, they seem happy. Look at, you see he's smiling. You can't really fake these pictures.